All right, we are live. And thanks everyone for joining us for our first official Art of Trading, brought to you by Bybit. I'm here with my esteemed friend, Jordan. Say hey to the people, Jordan. There you go. Oh, you might still be muted a little bit. All right.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first session. You can see I've got a big smile on my face because I'm so happy to be here. I'm getting a bit of
Well,
feedback. There we go. Okay.
all right.
We're still
All right,
getting a
guys.
bit of a delay.
Yeah, I hear it like duplex.
Yes.
Hmm. Moment, folks. Technical difficulties.
Give us 1 second while we sort that out. Let's just see if it's still echoing. Give us 1 second while we sort that out. Leonard, just check that you're not running another one or the YouTube.
Nope. No redundant instances. Huh. 1, 2, 3, ABC.
Testing.
All right. I'm not hearing the echo anymore.
It's still there.
Oh, you can hear it? Okay. All right, let's see. Let's give the All right, for our guys out in the audience, are you experiencing the echo as well, or is it just on our end? Let us know in the chat. Truly appreciate it.
Okay, so Leonard, it looks like for them it is okay. We're experiencing some definite
Yeah, like
feedback.
like some weird
So
full duplex
Leonard,
effects.
I'm just quickly trying to think what is going to be the best thing to do.
Yeah, I don't have a redundant instance running on my side. Only one streaming yard. So, it, as far as what we could change, it's just basically that's the only thing running for me. Um, is it going to be a deal breaker? Can we forge forward with this?
I think what we can do is turn your volume down on your headphones, and I'm not going to be able to hear you, but let's take chances to speak, and basically we'll hand over the mic and then turn your headphones up and you'll be able to hear me, and we'll go like that. um, I really don't know why it's echoing, but the users are saying, let me quickly check, everything okay, proceed. A bit of echo in Jordan's voice, all good. All right, so it seems like we're good. Just be
All good
aware,
on my end.
Leonard, that I can't hear you. Okay, so I think, Leonard, you go for it. Introduce yourself. Let's get the ball rolling. And everyone, just
All right,
please
we
bear with
wanted
us. This is our first one, so we're taking it step by step.
exactly, and appreciate everybody coming out. Um, Sorry for the technical difficulties, but starting off, intros. You guys all know me. I'm Leonard J from the community. Been seeing a lot of you guys in the chat. Um, Proud part of the Bybit community for quite some time now, and a part of the crypto space for even longer. Happy to bring this presentation to you today. We're going to cover a lot of like happening news. We're going to dial down into Jordan's expertise, and we're going to do some pretty awesome trades. And we're just going to, get in some general crypto-ness. It's all crypto here, Bybit. All love and crypto. What about you, Jordan? Let the people know what you're about. Oh yeah, we're muting.
All right, so maybe another mic is on. So just check that your laptop mic is not also on. I will do the same thing. But basically, what's up, everybody? My name is Jordan. I am a Bybit ambassador as well as a Bybit affiliate. I have been spot trading for about 12 years. I've been derivatives trading on leverage for about 4 or 5 years. And basically, we're here to have a lot of fun. Of course, we're here to learn, but the mood is light, the energy is light. Let's keep it like that. And you know what? If you manage your risk, you can sleep at night, you can have fun, you can actually enjoy trading. And of course, we are going to focus on managed risk. Most of you know that that is my number one most important thing to take into account. So let's get straight into it. No further ado. We have a lot on the schedule. So let's have a look at some global news. Leonard, while you're doing that, I'm going to drop the Kahoot link and the Kahoot pin. So anyone who'd like to join in on our quiz, follow the pin in the YouTube links, and Leonard is going to give us some news. So, Leonard, take it away. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Let's see. All right. Our Bybit live stream hottest news summary. All right. We're going to cover a couple of salient points in crypto and dial down into them. A lot of this will be remedial for you guys, but for the uninitiated, just want to make sure everybody's on the same base as far as the greater cryptosphere. All right. Leading off with what, of course, I'm sure everybody's aware of. The SEC has sued Binance over allegations that the company has mingled investor funds and misled users, essentially allegations of fraud. We've been here before with FTX, but obviously Binance has recently or is currently being slapped with a lawsuit from the SEC, essentially alleging that they work to attract U.S. customers to an unlicensed exchange, which is a definite no-no. Commingling of user funds, which is, again, like a cardinal sin of crypto, and a host of other security law violations that only Gensler can articulate. Unless you've been under a rock or on the moon, you pretty much saw the market react pretty negatively to the news, with a drawdown in Bitcoin, BNB principally, and a lot of other alts retreating on the news. While the market has recovered in the meanwhile, BNB is still pretty much down. Bitcoin, doing a little bit better. Other alts starting to pick back up following the news, while investors are pretty much sitting on the sidelines waiting for clarity regarding. So we kind of in here is it's not quite an FTX situation because nobody's money is missing, but you hate to see it, and hopefully we'll come out on the other side. We have these black swan events in crypto every once in a while. If you've been here for any kind of time, it shouldn't be that weird to you, but buy the dip, man. Bad news is always a buying opportunity unless it's terrible news. So I say get in there and always manage risk accordingly. Number two, in a subsequent vein, the SEC has listed a litany of assets as securities in their filing against Binance, kind of snowball effect, which has caused like an even bigger plunge in some of those asset prices. As I said earlier, we've seen a subsequent recovery in a lot of them. BNB, obviously being so directly tied to everything, is kind of the, I guess, principal butt kicked asset in the whole basket, but we've been kind of sidewaysing and slightly recovering. So like hopefully as we get more news and as the market absorbs the news a little bit more, we will see prices maybe start to turn around, or possibly there could be additional salvo of bad news and some more downside. Only the future knows. So everybody stand by and let's see what happens as far as that goes. All right. Going to number three, DCG, or the Digital Currency Group. That whole debacle is completely not over yet, as the company and its CEO, Barry Silbert, have requested to consolidate the class action lawsuits over alleged losses during the crypto winter. If you aren't aware, they have two lawsuits from two jurisdictions going on simultaneously. And on its merits, the two of the lawsuits are kind of covering the same thing. So DCG's argument is that, since these lawsuits are essentially the same, how about we put these two together so it's a little bit easier for us to defend ourselves from these allegations, which is, totally understandable from a DCG standpoint. But, the plaintiffs of the lawsuit don't like that. they are saying that there's a bit of uncertainty around how these cases will develop. So they're asking that there are two discrete separate venues, or at least to wait until more facts are discovered into the case before such a big decision. So in the meanwhile, a judge is considering, the request to have those consolidated with, the defense lawyers, obviously wanting to have two separate cases that can rest on their merits. So we'll see how that develops. But in the meanwhile, that's a big bag of ugly. All right, moving on. The multi-token dropped shortly amidst rumors of the multi-chain bridge project team being arrested. The bridge has since resumed its services. Um, Layers of truth to this. It has indeed been restored. Some of the cross-chain bridges of the multi-chain protocol are back. Pretty much, this was confirmed by on-chain experts around, I'm going to say, on the 5th. And they were saying that they were seeing activity. And then I believe that one of the mods in one of the groups, confirmed that some of the routers were indeed working. The native token multi saw 40% gains in the news, but bear in mind, grain of salt, this was after a pretty bad beating on the severely bad news. There's a lot of bad news in this, Jordan. I just realized, but hopefully, as they establish more functionality and, get more back into the swing of things, we'll see additional recovery on that token price and everything could go as according to plan. I've always said it in multiple other presentations, but bridges are like the gift and the curse of crypto. They are like a necessary evil. And when we move past bridge architecture, it will be such a better place for crypto. But in the meanwhile, this is what we have, and they're extremely effective. Not bad mouthing bridges at all, but you get these hacks every once in a while. You check out Rect, and like it's totally a thing. So multi, yet another victim in a long history of chain exploits. All right, moving on to our next topic, and the one I'm most excited about. The first BRC20 stablecoin is due to be released on the Bitcoin network. I know you guys are familiar with ordinals and all the proliferation of the NFTs that have been in the space lately. So a company called Stably has decided to release a BRC20 protocol stablecoin called the pound sign USD, because I mean, to be real, we're about to run out of USD related names for stable. But it's a move that introduces pound sign USD as a native BRC20 token to the Bitcoin blockchain. It's an expansion of the Ordinals ecosystem, which is made possible by the network's Taproot upgrade in November 2021. Stabler reported that the USD can be issued and redeemed via multiple platforms. A lot of you familiar with, a lot of them are kind of institutional, like Fedwire, USDC, and USDT by KYC users across like a basket of 200 plus countries and regions, including for our US guys up to 44 states that it currently fits within the regulatory framework. For the initial launch, unlike USDC or some systems where if you actually manually redeem instead of using an exchange, it's going to be a manual process for right now. So hang in there, I guess, as they get more traction. It'll probably be more of an automated process, but they sound like they, have the regulatory base. It sounds like it's going to be pretty cool. And like, who wouldn't love to be able to have something to peg to in a Bitcoin wallet instead of using, an exchange? Exchanges aren't for everyone. If you've been in the space or if you need that leverage, um, exchanges work for some people. Exchanges don't. If you do pick an exchange, always pick something that's extremely safe and reliable with a proven track record. Bybit. Shameless plug. All right, and moving into our last topic. The developers of Atomic Wallet are investigating reports of a large-scale theft of cryptocurrency from users' wallets, with over $35 million in crypto. On June 3rd, Atomic Wallet tweeted that they had received reports of compromised wallets and began investigating the issue. And Zach XBT has gotten involved in this, and he's been collecting transactions of funds stolen from Atomic Wallet victims, and says he has basically confirmed the 35 million figure for as far as like egregious funds in crypto has been stolen due to the compromise. So waiting with bated breath to learn more about that. There's a rumor that it had a malicious update pushed that basically sent your private keys to a third party that compromised them. So, allegedly, but if true, big. But like everything else on this list, only time will tell. We'll get more information and see what's really up with that. And by the way, if you've been affected by the Atomic Wallet hack, please let us know in the chat. We'd love to hear your story. It's not everybody, but it is definitely somebody. So that's it for our hottest news summary. And I'm going to pass the mic over to Jordan.
Thank you so much, Leonard. That was absolutely awesome. So I think for me as a trader, the things that jump out to me are obviously everything to do with BNB right now. We can look at BNB as a token. We can look at how this is going to affect our trading. And then from there, we see a list there. We see BuzzD, Solana, ADA, Matic, Filecoin, Atom, Sand, Mana. All of these are being pumped into the media right now. So we know this is going to be violence. This is going to be popcorn time. It's going to be up and down. And you know what? If we catch the highs, if we catch the lows, these are opportunities. Right there, Matic, Filecoin, we know these are huge. Mana, Algo, Axis, Coty. I mean, these are names that have been in the biz for years. Now they're getting targeted as, something which is maybe not as they were presenting themselves. And yes, this is all new territory, so very interesting. But the basic point is that all eyes are on these coins. So why not trade them? Because that's, of course, where a lot of the volume is going to be flowing. So, Leonard, if you'll pop my screen up, and maybe while I'm doing the next little bit, we're going to open a degen trade, then I'm going to do economic charts, then we're going to look at the next move on Bitcoin. Leonard, while I'm doing that, if you can maybe just check the settings in your StreamYard, and just check that there is no monitor option currently on for us, and that would allow us to hear each other a lot better.
All right, give me one moment.
Alright, so let me move in. Straight off the bat, to make things interesting, let's have a little bit of fun. I see we've got the crew in the building, and you know what? It's not all serious. So, what we're gonna do is open a fun trade. So, right now, straight off the bat, I have some coins that are on my radar: GPT, Seek, XCN. We've got Sand, Mana was on my list, Waves, we've got Gala, we've got XRP, we've got GPT. These are coins that I'm looking to enter into trades. Let me know in the chat, is there any degen trade you've got for me? Is there a 100x? Is there a 50x trade on an altcoin that I can enter right now for a profit? Drop it in the chat, and let's do this. Let me show you how I would go about, and let me break it down for the newbies. Degen is basically describing a generation of crypto traders that pride themselves in perhaps going a little bit backwards. It's a little bit of a pun on the word generation. So we are the degenerative generation. So maybe we're not going forwards. Maybe technology is actually driving us backwards, driving us. It's a little bit of a joke. But the idea there is high leverage, high risk trades on coins that are hyped, coins that are pumped. So, this is the kind of trading that you don't do if you haven't been in the game for quite a while. But what's fun here is we're going to enter a trade, and then at the end of the stream, we're going to come back and we're going to say, what did we do wrong? What did we do right? And this is not necessarily about winning. Of course, we're going to try pick up some profits. But what we're going to find here is through trading, we're going to learn. And thank you, Bybit, for empowering us to mess around and have fun like this. So, of course, I'm never one to be silly with funds. You have to protect your capital. That is absolute number one. So let's go about it in a very nice risk managed manner. You can see we're in profits. I have realized $127 on my last Bitcoin trade straight from the level that I showed in my last 3 live streams. We were looking for the level. We were looking for the bounce on Bitcoin. As I entered that trade on Bitcoin, I said, you know what? Let me do 10 altcoins, and we smashed the profits on all of them. A lot of them are off the board now. OP over 400% off the board, but we still have our ARB there. $14 realized, 81 realized, 47 realized. Going across, let's have a look at the ETH trade. And look at our entries. I mean, the ETH trade was not on the wicks, as I like to be, only net, as we say, but let's look at the daily. Not a bad entry, just above the double candle bodies. And you know why? It's because I was focusing on the Bitcoin trade. So let's see where we got this Bitcoin entry. And you know what? Maybe it's time to actually leave this trade and look for a new one. That's why I have realized most of the profit. I have realized 75% of my P&L. I have only $11 left in the trade, and that $11 is currently in a $42 profit. So everything's looking good. We can have some fun. Look at this. Only net, we hit the wicks on at least the 1 day chart on BTC. Let's have a look at the 4 hour. And you know you're doing things right if you're getting these zones. And let me quickly just hop to my Bitcoin chart so you can see. We were eyeing this zone. I said so many times. There's confluence here between the downward sloping trend line we're looking at, which is our current downward sloping trend, and our key support and resistance area. It was staring us in the face. We did not even reach our 25,256 level. And I said we might not reach that level because of all of this confluence. And look what happened. I mean, it was such a beautiful entry and it was such a fun trade. It's 7% on Bitcoin. And of course, we went in on all the alts and we smashed whatever leverage we could. And actually, the move would have been to take full profits there. I did take obviously partial profits, and now we're just gonna let it play out. We can see I have a take profit just above, well, just below the next little bit of resistance, and we have my stop loss just underneath support. So what we could see here is a bounce from support like we've seen so many times back up to resistance. I mean, this parallel channel on the 4 hour time frame is literally just trade after trade after trade, stochastic, giving us every single entry that we need. So let's not sleep on the stochastic. Let's quickly have a look what's happening here with the stochastic on Bitcoin for our next move on the 4 hour. And it looks like stochastic is about to push down. Regular did not come up to the top. But let's not get confused here. From here, now that we know what trades I'm in, how the trades are looking, take profit just went off. Very nice. Profits coming off the table. So now ARB is open again to trade. But what I'd like to do, and let me show you how I do this. I come to the pairs. I go to USDT Perpetual to get all of the USDT Perpetual pairs because I like trading USDT Perpetual. And then what I do is we just look for the pumpers and the dumpers. Of course, we need to know what is Bitcoin doing now, because in essence, we are looking for something that is doing the opposite of Bitcoin in a big way, which is about to change and do the same as Bitcoin. So what we see now is a current downtrend on Bitcoin. Yes, it looks like we're finding support here, but today, the last couple of 4 hour candles, it's a downtrend. So if we look for a coin that has been pumping, it might still be delayed in reacting to Bitcoin. So let's do that. Let's look USDT Perpetual. Let's look for the 24-hour pumpers. And look at that. Oof, alpha. So let's see. I mean, this coin is pumped. We've already got 4 hour RSI in the right territory. I'm going to act quick here. I know, but this is DGen trading. This is how we do it. 15 minutes. Everything's looking beautiful. Oh, 15 minutes. Oh, stochastic in the wrong place. I was getting very excited there. Okay, so let's let alpha rest. As I said, you know, we're not going to hop on a train which is in the wrong place. It looked almost juicy, but we slightly missed it there. Ooh, we're at the bottom here. Okay, so let's see. 15-minute is what I'm really looking for on these trades. I'd like to see a rhyme on the 15-minute between the stochastic and the regular RSI. And if we get that, I mean, look, it's just a position of power. That's literally what we're looking for here. And, you know, 15 minutes would be my go-to time frame, I think, for this kind of a trade. 5 minutes you can enter on the stochastic, and, I mean, that can just stay up there, or the same thing on the 1 minute time frame. So right here, not looking like an entry. Let's quickly hop to AGLD. Please let me know in the chat if you have anything that is juicy in the moment. We want to do a trade right now. Let's just quickly see. I guess we could open a 4 hour kind of trade on these. We're not exactly in the right place. In terms of, 30-minute looking not bad. Tempting. So I'll just quickly write that down. AGLD. Let's have a look at REN. Basically, REN has, these coins have still pumped, but it's already coming down. We might have missed this one. Let's have a look. Nope, already coming down. What we could look for, of course, is also a major dumper which needs to turn around. I'm not really seeing anything I want to enter right now, which is also fine. Let's quickly look at the dumpers. Look at high. So it's hard to enter into a dumping coin right now because BTC is currently falling below major resistance, which it has been hanging onto by a thread. So if anything right now, we're going to wait for a little bit of a pull up on BTC or a further move down, but basically we need to retest this line here at 26,697 as resistance to push us down. And let's have a look at our trading chart. It looks like we're coming to a little bit of support. As we can see, a nice big wick, but we are currently getting on this 4-hour time frame a possible bearish engulfing candle. So it is a little bit of a sit on your fingers period. Basically, for those who don't know my trading, this is the chart where I bring all my trading together. This is the chart where I do all of my analysis with all of my indicators, and when I find zones of confluence, I come to this chart and I draw very simple triangles, only one or two slanting lines at a time. You can see that I label them very clearly, and then I just wait for the areas and I smash the trades. So in terms of the next major short, we didn't quite get to it. If we do get a bounce from this golden pocket CME gap area that we've been bouncing from time and time and time again, how many times? Let's see. Once, short, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Faked out below it, 5 times huge pump, 6 times, 7 times. And after 7 times of bouncing, we slipped below it. And now, sure, we've come back into it. And you know what happens when a liquidity zone gets eaten up, we tend to let it go. And that's what I'm looking for right now. Actually, I don't think this level is going to give us a bullish boost up to our next short level again. I think what we're looking at for BTC is a further move down, and I know a lot of us are in agreement on this. If the bulls, I mean, even we can see this level currently holding us up, but it is looking dead cat bouncy, especially with this fake out below. So what we could see here is literally just a little bit of playtime here, and then a move below. And we need to retest this with volume to the downside, and there's the short. We want to short this exact level to the downside, and yeah, possibly just, well, our trade will be completely closed out by then. Our last 15% will be closed out, and we're going to actually short that level to the downside. And you can see our first take profit then would be the 25,200 area. Then the next take profit is our 23k area, which is a Fibonacci golden pocket. And yeah, I'll zoom out on the charts to show you just now how the Fibonaccis have been. I mean, even right here, let's just quickly do a Fib retracement from this level to this level. 0.618 golden pocket. That simple. All right, so just to give you an idea of what I'm using, here I have my regular RSI, which stands for Relative Strength Index. Here I have my stochastic RSI. Okay, so this is looking pretty juicy as a long. I don't know about this coin. It looks like BTC is finding a little bit of support. Let me know if you think there are any of these that I actually should enter into. I'm really not sure about these right now, to be honest. Let's have a look at the 1 hour. Let me know if there's something I'm missing. I mean, this coin we can enter in on a kind of... You know what, it's fine. Let's come back to the DJ and trade. Let's come back because we don't want to enter for silly reasons when nothing is giving us the right opportunity. And you know what? It's unlikely that we hop on and then in the exact moment we get the perfect leverage trade that we want. But what I want to do, what I want to go to, even before it would be a good idea, is to just understand what's happening here. This is the Dixie. This is the US dollar against a basket of other currencies, including the pound, the yen, I think the rubles even in there. But basically what we see here is a massive channel which is absolutely behaving. It is a channel from the daily and the weekly time frame, and we can see just how beautiful these moves are on the Dixie and just how these charts really do behave. You know, this is not crypto, this is fiat, and it's a little bit of a different ball game. It's not as rodeo. You map the charts and then you see it play out. So basically, the way we're going to look at this chart right now is that the US dollar is actually getting rejected. And for crypto, that is bullish. So right now we see, okay, the Dixie is finding support. If the Dixie, very, very possible, pushes above here and boosts, yeah, of course, you can understand what's going to happen. If the Dixie fails below this level, not a fake out, but really fails and retests down to our next level, you can also tell me exactly what's going to happen. Bullish for the dollar, bearish for Bitcoin. Bearish for the dollar, bullish for Bitcoin. So this rejection here has actually been bullish for us. But what we see is this big wick. And what this wick means, of course, is that there's a lot of liquidity here, as we can see. Simple. Resistance broken through, turns into support. What we're looking for here is, once again, a break of the resistance. Sorry, a break of now support turning into resistance. So not the greatest, a kind of sit on your fingers moment. If we were anywhere near this line, we would be, smashing the entries, or if we were at this line, we'd be smashing the entries. Right now, we're in the middle, and the RSI will tell us the exact same thing. So, overbought levels, oversold levels, don't take moves if you're in the middle because you don't really know which way you're going. Of course, there is a bias here that will move up because we have seen that this is possibly a move through the momentum zone to the top. And as we can see, these are usually quite smooth moves. All right, so from there, I want to go to the S&P 500. These are our tech stocks. So what's great to see is, first of all, the Dixie, the US dollar getting rejected at the top of a major channel. Then we see the S&P 500 breaking out of a massive, massive channel. So let's just have a look at this analysis because it's basically all you need for the S&P right now. So it's one major downward sloping channel on the daily and then one major upward sloping channel. And when they come together, when, of course, lines coincide, when we get confluence in certain areas, of course, we get massive, massive moves. And basically what we saw is, look at that. Of course, when the bottom of this channel was being tested as support, as the top of this channel was being tested as support, and S&P 500 absolutely, and we're still going from there, which is absolutely awesome. 11% up, and basically this is super bullish for Bitcoin because these are the digital tech stocks. I mean, they're basically creating the parts which are mining all of our Bitcoin, etc. And what we see here is actually very bullish because now we're in a price discovery area. And we can come back down and test our broken, heavy resistance as support. And you know what? This is a bullish trend. We know the S&P 500, there's a reason we're in tech. And the reasons are this. If you zoom out to the weekly, look at what kind of moves we get, 111% up. And if it is a bull run, from that 16,500 nice level that we got on Bitcoin, then sure, imagine 100% up from here, what that would mean for Bitcoin. And of course, it's going to be a choppy ride. But tech stocks, how can you fight technology? You just can't. So you have to hop on the gravy train. All right, so now we know what's happening to the Dixie. Finding a little bit of support after a rejection. S&P is going to the moon. But what we also see here is a kind of coiling structure. So as we know, markets always follow this kind of a structure. Depression, bottoming out, and then the FOMO, and then obviously the euphoria, and then the whales take profits, and then we come down and the whole process starts again. And what we can see here is such a beautiful structure. Such a beautiful, beautiful structure. And then here, we're actually going for it. So this is very nice. This looks like what could be a bottom formation, and we could be getting some nice support coming up for us like this. So that's very bullish in terms of an indicator for our current bull or bear market, where we are. And if we look at the Bitcoin chart quickly, once again, zoomed out on a very nice time frame, we can see that in terms of trend, so let me quickly, just for the newbies, define what trend is. Basically, trend is a move up, then a retracement that doesn't go below the original level, then another move up which breaks the original little bit of exhaustion. That is your trend. Here we can see the trend is currently breaking to the downside. But that's okay, because in order for us to stay bullish, all we're going to need is a higher low above, in my opinion, above this level, literally at 16,000. And I do think this is honestly where the analysis is at right now on the weekly chart. So let me quickly show you what I'm eyeing. It's so easy, a Fibonacci retracement all the way from the bottom to the top. We are already edging down to our 0.382 first level for a nice long. As I said, I will enter that long again there, because that long, it was beautiful the first time. I'm going to enter it again. Then, when we come down, this 0.618 golden pocket is just, it's going to be gorgeous, and hopefully that'll coincide with one of our streams. But look at the support we're getting here. Look at these wicks, and then beautiful, beautiful moves. And for those of you who aren't aware just how well the Fibonacci's are playing out, it's very simple. If we go to the daily time frame, let me show you just how powerful. So from here we identified, okay, we're bottoming out. Then volume came in, we started pumping. So we were looking for the end of this trend, and here we can see there was exhaustion. We came down, we actually broke the trend line. So then we could already draw in our Fibonacci retracement from top to bottom at that level. And of course, no surprise, look at that. And maybe we can get it even more perfect. Literally from the bottom there to the candle bodies at the top, and look to the dollar, 0.618 Fibonacci golden pocket, giving you the absolute best trade we have seen in the past few months. So this is my next large Bitcoin trade. Swing, heavy leverage, heavy equity, laddering in, which is why I say it is, if anything, a slightly short period right now, and also a slightly sit on your fingers period, because I'm waiting for that next golden pocket. And let me just show you again where it's sitting. And I can show you an interesting thing here. Let's go for a retracement from the last golden pocket that we received. If we go for a retracement to the top, look at that. We're already at the 0.3. And I'm going to take that trade even here at the 0.618. We can see our major support is. There's a long here. So right now I would say wait for Bitcoin to break down. Then there's a short down to the 23 level. And if I just keep this up, let me quickly show you all of these Fibonacci retracements, if we cluster them. So now we've got one. Don't get confused for the newbies. We've got a Fibonacci retracement from here to here. We also have a Fibonacci retracement from here, golden pocket, up to our top level. Now the last one we're going to do is a Fibonacci retracement from the bottom all the way to the top. Ooh. And there we see our major cluster of the 0.786, the 0.618, and the 0.382. It is at the 22,000 level. And yeah, so we can start taking longs here if we want. Little longs, we can even start laddering into this long, because what we very well might see is just price action doing this, and then boom. That can be a nice trade. And if we look back in time, let me just clean this up now that we've done our analysis. Take all this out. That looks kind of realistic, in my opinion, for what we're seeing. And of course, we need to look at the bullish scenario. If we break this level, then this zone here is massive resistance, which can send us down to the 19 or further down to our major liquidity. And I've said many times before, you can't really call yourself smart or an OG right now if you don't have limit orders all the way in this juicy zone. I mean, look, as soon as we reach this level, it was a little bit of thinking, and then massive profits from then until all, let's just look. So we pumped up 89% from there, and now we're still 61% in profit. So the next time that kind of a level comes, yeah, if you missed that last one, I mean, just congrats. A hand on the back of anyone who actually bought Bitcoin at 16,000, even if it was a DCA bot that just bought these, let's see, from November 2022 until Jan 23. Look at that. Look at that. Risk to reward. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so let me not get carried away here. That is the BTC next move. I hope we've covered. Let's quickly go back to our meme coins and see if anything has changed. And please let me know if there's anything that you think I should enter. So let's see what BTC is doing. Oh, okay. Looks like it's... Yep, trying to make up its mind here. Finding a little bit of support at this area, which was a CME gap. It was a golden pocket. Okay, so this is what I want to see. I want to see us fall below this level. So yeah, we're just gonna right now we're gonna see what happens here, and then we're gonna play it. We're gonna play it from there. All right, so let's have a look at the flow. I think it's time to have a look at our raffle. So I'm going to drop a Google form link. We're going to choose 3 random users from this link, and those users are going to win $50. So right now in the YouTube chat, I am dropping the link. I'm going to run through quickly to where I am live and just confirm for me that everything is working. You can hear my voice, you can see my screen, you can see my face. Awesome. I love to see that people are enjoying. Very nice. Okay. Awesome that everybody's here. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. You can see I'm having fun. Let's find this meme coin. Let's find this meme coin. I want to enter into something here. And help me out. Is there something I'm missing here? So Bitcoin 24 hours has gone up 1%. We have these other coins that have gone up 13%, 12%. And we are finding support now. So maybe we should just enter into a dumper and say, you know what? Let's see what you got. I don't know about this coin. High USDT. I mean, it's looking pretty good on the 1 and the 5. 15-minute is alright. Currently dumping further down. 30-minute is looking alright. 4 hours definitely looking, well, 1 hour is definitely looking juicy. 4 hours looking alright. The daily is the one that's worrying me. Still got to come further down, so let's leave that one. ID dumper. Okay, 1 day, 1 hour, 4 hour, 10 minutes. So you know what I'll do? Because I'm not finding anything here exactly that I want to snipe. You know, I'm a sniper. I don't play around with funds, but we've got funds here to play around. Ooh, this looks nice. Ape. Am I really going to long ape? Oh my word. I don't know if I have it in me to long ape. What I'm going to do is drop right now for me in the YouTube chat a coin that you think I should enter. Just drop short, long, and the leverage, and I'll enter it. Because we just want to watch some P&L. So I'll leave it up to you. Let's see who's on it. And I'm talking to the traders here. I know some of our major affiliate pro trader gurus are online. And yeah, the 1 minute and the 5 minute charts are not doing it for me right now. I'm getting a little bit of support there on the 15-minute. We could maybe open a 15-minute long here on Ape. We are seeing a little bit of liquidity below us, which would give us a nice bit of support. We are seeing a swing high. Here was our downtrend. And yeah, we could be coming to break the downtrend. Usually to enter this trade, I would wait for a break of this trend line and a confirmation. So I'd wait till we break this. I'd wait for it to come back down, retest support, and bounce up. But just for fun, maybe let's open a little bit of a long here. And wow, look at all the profits being taken off the table. That's absolutely awesome. So what I'm going to do here, so we have some P&L to look at. Ape is absolutely a meme coin. Not something I'd usually trade. Not something I'd trade with major equity. And something that I'm still going to limit my risk on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go cross margin mode. Alright, it looks like our internet is agreeing. I'm going to go across. I'm going to push my leverage as high as I can because we are DJs. Just for a minute or two, we are DJs. Let's let that margin mode change up quickly. Give it a little bit of a refresh. Okay, so now what we do is we go to Bitcoin on the 1 minute chart and we just see what's happening now on the 1 minute. So the stochastic is bouncing up, giving us a little bit of support. The 1 minute charts we can see do give us info. We do have a wick coming in at this level before, so there might be a little bit of a juice in along here. If Bitcoin does do what it did again, then we might be able to get a little bit of a trade here. Just bear with me here. Okay, so let's go to back to Ape. Cool, we're on our cross, we're on our 50x. Let's check our margin mode, we're on a hedge mode. I'm gonna order buy cost. Let's do a $15 so we can actually see some P&L. We are getting a wick there. Hopefully we're going to break above this line. Like I say, not a normal entry for me, but 15 minutes in a position of power. Take note, position of power. 30 minutes, almost a position of power. 1 hour, not bad. 4 hour, we can already see it's coming up. So let's enter this trade. Obviously, when we're scalping, let's have a look at the 1 minute. And this is basically where the entry would be. So I wouldn't enter right here. Usually I would wait for this 1 minute to rhyme here, like we got. Right there. So we might get lucky here if we break resistance, but it actually looks like right now we might be retesting this line to the downside. Alright, so let me go into the YouTube comments. Smash it now. Should I long ape? Should I short any other coin? Let me skip down to the bottom. Let's see. Atom. INJ. ENS. So let's, there. Let's see what happens. 1 minute stochastic currently turning around. Might be finding a little bit of a breakout here. Usually, as I say, I'd wait for a breakout, I'd wait for a retest, I would enter here. So what we can do is enter prematurely, and yeah, let's just watch this trade. We might see a little bit of a retracement before we see anything juicy. Remember, we are on a 50x here, so we can't exactly be playful with our stop loss. We're going to enter on a $15. We're going to enter with a 75% stop loss, because we know we've already limited our risk by using a low amount of margin. Okay, so just make sure you see a stop loss there on your entry. And then let's open the long. We can see here is our stop. Luckily it is below the previous swing low. What I'll do is I'll actually manage the risk, even though we're not risking that much. If you want to see what you're risking, come to your take profit and stop loss. Right now we can see it would be a loss of $10. We're already hundreds of dollars in profit since we started trading with this capital, so we're all good. And it would be a 75% loss. We currently have no take profit set. And what I'll do is I'll just put the stop just under that swing low, because as we know, when we break, if we create a lower low, it's just more continued downtrend. So we're going to leave that for now. And at least we're in a trade, because you know what, it's fun to watch P&L. So we are 24 cents in profit. Let's see what happens there. All right. Oh, someone said INJ, and actually INJ was on my list. So let's have a look. So it's currently down 4%. 1 minute not looking great. 5 minutes. And this is where you come to BTC, and look at that. BTC is just dumping. There's a war going on. As always, bulls against bears. But if this level now holds and just pushes us up again, we'll have a beautiful ape trade. Let's just have a look at this INJ long here. 30 minutes looking like an entry, 15 minutes looking like an entry, so let's do it. INJ long. Alright, we're going to go for a cross, we're going to go for a 25x. It struggles to hit this while I'm streaming sometimes, so just bear with me. If I close it and reopen it, it will come through. INJ. Alright, we are at a cross, we are at a 25x, we are on a hedge mode. We want to order by cost on a $15. We want to enter with a stop loss at an ROI percentage of 75%, which will risk us $11. Confirm, make sure your stop loss is there, open the long, and as we can see, our stop loss is just below our previous swing low, right there. And there is a very nice wick, so that means liquidity at that zone. And as we can see, sure, from this level we did get a previous juicy pump, so not bad. Thank you for that. I think it was Itza. This could be a nice little bit of a DGen long, and I'm starting slow with the DGen trades, $15 on them. Over the next few sessions I'm going to leverage into it, and yeah, by the second, third session, Fourth session, I'd like to be hitting at least $100 per trade here, and I'd like to be taking at least 100% profit on each trade. So, all right, I think I've spoken for quite a while. I think let me know. Let me drop the raffle link one more time, and then Leonard, if you'll tell us what are some hype tokens at the moment. I know you've been doing some research and you've got some interesting things to tell us. And also, please let me know if you've been enjoying what I've been showing. If you think you have anything to add, any feedback at all, I would love to hear from everybody. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for that, sir. That was eloquent. That was well reasoned. Always love to see you on the charts. Um, oh, before we move on, do we want to drop the Kahoot pin so we have everybody in place? Yes, sir.
Okay, it looks like the raffle link is not showing up in the YouTube comments.
All right, let me take a crack at it.
What we can do is pop it in the Discord and pop a. Everybody should be in the Discord. That's when we're gonna drop our charts shortly. Oh wait, it looks like from Bybit Official. So just let me know if everybody can see that Bybit Official just dropped the raffle link.
There you go. You're gonna have to click on the link inside of the actual chat, but be there, be square, guys. You got to participate. Come check us out.
I see a lot of us are live. I'd love to see you all there in the Kahoot. So let me have a look at the Kahoot currently and see what's happening. So we currently have two members. We have Anshul and we have Aika. There is the pin. All you have to do is go to Kahoot either on your desktop or on your mobile, drop the pin in there, and yeah, over the next 15 minutes, we'll let you join. Over the next, sure, 10 minutes, we're running through time, and I see we've got two there, so it is working. Please confirm for me if you have any trouble with it.
All right, and I'll
All
drop
right, we've
the
got
Kahoot
Anshul, we've got
pin.
Aika. Okay, so Leonard, any tokens that you think we're missing out on?
One sec. All right. Okay, drop that pen in the chat just in case we switch screens. And yeah, I want to cover three hype tokens. And I chose to interpret that as things that are literally suffering under hype, even if they are in profit or in decline. So today I rounded up three that everybody should recognize for reading the news. BNB, obviously, because that's the toast of the town right now. Let me switch on over. Terra and Pepe, because Pepe, as we can all agree, is quite hyped at the moment. All right, let's lead off with Terra Classic. All right, courtesy of CoinMarketCap, looking at the Terra Classic 7-day. As you can see, a lot of activity, a lot of volume, and a reasonable, no, I'm sorry, prodigious uptick in price due to the parity upgrade news. So I guess like there's been so many blows lately that we kind of forgot about the whole Terra debacle, but very much still a thing and very much still in litigation. And that the community is able to submit proposals. We have the not definitely a thing yet, but the parity upgrade is on the table. On that news, we saw like a pretty decent surge in price. So if that should come to pass, that'll be pretty dope. But remains to be seen. I don't see any reason why the community would, not accept something like that. It seems like something pretty solid to keep that, going. All right. All right, moving on to BNB. as you can see, the effects of the pending SEC lawsuit dropped from a little bit under 310 down to, we're still taking damage, 370 as of current. Not so cute, but I mean, these things happen. Um, can't advise buying this at the moment because we don't really know where this is going to go. It is kind of a situation where the tournament has divorced itself of fundamentals given the situation. But something to look at. If they do come out on the bright side of this, these ranges and possibly below might be a buying opportunity. So something to keep in mind. But as always, mitigate your risk and trade cautiously. And moving to Pepe. All right, Pepe, the meme coin darling of the moment. After its like initial huge surge, notably, the guy that went in with like $264 and came out with millions of dollars. Now we're starting to see profit taking expectedly, and it's starting to gradually downtrend. This is over a month. It still seems like there may be some steam, but like move cautiously with this one. Um, if it goes way down, it might be something here to stay, like Doge. Like there are plenty of meme coins that have gotten like excellent traction and persisted for quite a long time. But you never know. So as always, again, always be careful with meme coin trades. Don't bet the barn, but you can definitely win some amazing profits if you time it right. All right, and that is it for me for our hyped coins. Let me stop sharing. Slide on back to StreamYard. It's just you and me, man. It's just you and me. Hmm? All
All
right.
right, so thank you. That was awesome, Leonard. Just to be clear, sorry if the pin was wrong. It is 9770667. So let me drop it in the YouTube comments again. Maybe that is the best way to enter into the stream
Yep.
simply by using the pin. And there it is. All right, so let's head back over to the Kahoot. I see it's taking a bit of time, no stress at all. Let me know in the comments if there are any problems. There is the game pin 9770667. We'll give the members a little bit of time to hop on.
Smart.
All right, Ape Trade currently 13%, 15% in profit. It looks like Ape is making possibly a little bit of a break for above this line, so currently almost $2 in profit. If we look at our INJ scalp that we entered, we are finding support above our entry. Might be a nice little wick there. We see these two candle bodies all the way back in time. Wow. All right. Nice trade. Also, $1 in profit, 8%. So let's get this right. I see we only have two users who are currently in our lobby. Let
I'm
me
gonna
quickly see
drop
if
the
I can
link.
get the official link
Yeah.
shared.
Try.
Pin is not working, doesn't work, wrong, still not working. Okay, give me 1 second.
All right.
Maybe share
It's
the
dropped.
link.
That's the
Try share
direct link.
that link because, yep, this should be the pin. 9770667. Um, if it's not working for so many people, then maybe I should just start it again.
All right. That sounds dope.
Wrong pin. Maybe you can restart it. Okay, so Anshul and Aika, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to restart this Kahoot. So we're going to start again. We're going to use a new link and a new pin. Give me 1 second. Okay, so maybe we had the lobby going there for too long. As you can see here, we have a new pin. Let's try it out. 5986568. 5986568. Let's see who hops on. What I will also do is copy the link. So,
Thank you, sir.
all right, here's the
All right, I see you guys trickling in. All right, much better.
Here's the new link. If you guys can share that from the official YouTube in the comments, it looks like we are absolutely on board. Crypto Stig, woo, from South Africa. Absolutely awesome. This is going to be fun. We see Jess, we see Fejiro, Lalit, Anshul, Trihubly, Yogi, Jen, Draxus. Let me tell you guys, this is competition. And you know, these
Everything.
aren't play around rewards anymore. We're not even playing for $10 here. All right, there's the link. Let's go, let's go. I love to see this. Ooh, what was that? Was that a stop loss? Was that a take profit? Okay, that was a take profit on BTC. Awesome. Never mind. We are still good for our DGen scalp trades. And you know what? As I said, we're going to leverage into this kind of trading. Obviously, if I was in $100 margin, I could probably already take my profits here at 16%. And that's where you want to be. You want to look for a move, you want to enter a move, you want to get out of that move if you are scalping on the 5, the 15, and the 3 minute. But we're going to let these play out because that's what we're here to do. And you know, it's all about Bitcoin. Look at that. If this is it, this is it. And you know what? Let's just see what happens here. I don't mind, of course, hitting those stop losses. Always be ready to have a stop loss hit if you're going to enter a stop loss. We're currently risking about $20 on both those trades. And look at that. Bitcoin is getting destroyed. It's all about whether this little bit of liquidity here holds us up. And yeah, there could be, as I say, a very nice short incoming here. And then we're going to rinse and repeat this long from this section here. So Bitcoin, there's an absolute war going on the 1 minute time frame, and this is actually my favorite time to trade. You know, you don't want to trade when it's boring, when there's no volatility, when there's no volume. And as we can see, this is definitely not one of those times. There we go, Bitcoin making a little bit of a go for it. We're still fine. We're still looking good in these trades. As I say, our stop losses are luckily below swing low, and we're coming from positions of power here, luckily, at least on the 15-minute time frame. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see. We have 25 in the building. Fami,
Righteous.
PH number
All right.
one, Abantos, Emperor, Gary, Gen Z. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I'm very interested in BNB. I'm very interested in BNB after that discussion. And let's have a look. What is the move? Let me know in the chat here. Of course, BNB is now dumped. What is the move here? What are we looking at? What's next? How do we profit from what's happening? How do we outperform? And of course, we are very oversold right now. BNB has been an asset, a highly valued asset that has done extremely well over time. The gains that we've seen on BNB have been huge. And right now we can see on this chart, I mean, I haven't charted BNB in a long time. And it's all we need. It's one trend line. It's one liquidity zone. And sure, if we're going to long, this is the place to long BNB. It literally is. Look at the liquidity we have in this area all the way down to this section. So from here, and of course, if Bitcoin dumps now, BNB is an alt. Remember that. It will dump with Bitcoin. But this whole area here on the daily is already, as you can see, oversold. This is a position of power, this whole area. So anything, a smart entry here would be to enter low leverage. I mean, you can enter on whatever leverage you want. I would say low margin, because this whole area here is to ladder in. So you add to your trade, you add to your trade, you add to your trade. And then, I mean, most of us know it's pretty much inevitable that BNB is going to bounce back. You know, let's not go into a discussion on Binance, but that's pretty much where the fundamentals lie here in what happens with CZ, what happens with Binance. And you know what? Yeah, these are just allegations, and what I'm thinking is this is massive FUD. This is massive, massive FUD. And if all that is FUD, you know, CZ, he's usually a pretty cool guy. He's got integrity. You know, he looks out for the crypto market, all that. He's been around. He's an OG. Like, these are allegations that have come out. This is typical FUD. And if it is just FUD, look at the potential here. Back up to this trend line. 32% on BNB. So what I'm going to do is quickly open a BNB trade. Oh, Bitcoin. Bitcoin the king showing a little bit of fire. All right, let's quickly look here. We've got 30 people in the quiz. Very nice. Let's have a look at our other trades. Woo, Bitcoin showing fire. Okay, so what I want to do here is enter a BNB trade, and as I've said, I'm going to enter this trade low margin because I want to add to it. If Bitcoin continues to dump down to our golden pocket entry, I want to add. And look at this, 15 minutes. Beautiful. All right, so we're gonna go. We have to change margin modes. Let's see if my VPN behaves. Wonderful. Let's see if we're on hedge mode. As you can see, I do not trade BNB. This is likely the first time I've ever traded BNB on Bybit. All right, let's go. Order by cost. We might be missing this trade. I'm gonna go a little bit higher. We're gonna go because I'm gonna go. Let's take it easy. Let's take it easy here. I'll go down a little bit, because we're looking at volatility here. So let's go on a 10x so that we can add a little bit of margin. So let's go on a 10x with $25, and of course we need to have our stop loss. So let's actually have a reasonable stop loss here. Because we're on a 10x, we can go for a stop loss of about 25%, and because we're running out of time, let's smash into this long, and there it is. Stop loss is just below our swing low on this 15-minute time frame. So what I'm going to do is just bring it a little bit lower. I'm going to go and I'm going to look at what we're risking. And we are risking a meager $6. This is what you call risk management. If we go further down, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this a little bit further down. And then what I'm going to do is if we come to revisit this area, I'm going to add to the trade. And if Bitcoin pumps from here, BNB will absolutely pump, even if already, CZ put out some cool tweets and some cool statements which are going against the FUD. All right, so there we go. I'll let you know how this trade plays out. And we can very quickly see here that we're in a position of power. And we've got a lot of room to the upside here. Let's go to the daily. We've got a lot of room to the upside here. We could be looking at this kind of a situation. And then just a continued move. So, all right, thank you, Leonard, for bringing us the gold. I usually gloss over BNB, but of course it's in the spotlight. So when things are in the spotlight, we smash them. Okay, let's have a look at our other trades. Just hanging on. The INJ, thank you. The INJ is kind of all right. $2 in profit, $2.8 in profit on a $15 trade. Not bad for a degen. Okay, so let's see here. We are 31. I think this is looking good. Let me check the flow, see if I've left anything out. Okay, so one thing I have left out. If anybody has a chart request, any coin that you would like me to chart, I will quickly chart it for you right now if you drop it in the YouTube chat. We are over time, so I'm going to spend 3 minutes on that, and then we're going to go into our quiz.
Stay hydrated, bro. Stay hydrated.
MTL. Oh, so I actually smashed, what was it? It was a 450% trade on MTL. So I'm a little bit skeptical to go back in and try milk it more, to be honest, because I absolutely killed it. Matic, very nice. I wouldn't mind looking at Matic. MTL liquidated me. I'm sorry to hear, John Morrison. I got lucky with that one. That was a rodeo trade, but we smashed 450%. Okay, Raffle link. If we can drop the Raffle link again, that would be much appreciated. All right. And possibly honorable in the building. Possibly even that quiz link again would be helpful. I see some people are dropping in and out. All right. Attendance keyword for the Raffle link. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is quickly look at Woo and MTL and Lena if we have a bit of time. So Woo. Yeah, Woo just failed in terms of what I thought it was capable of. But you know what? Congrats to Wu for finding some nice support here. We're actually getting higher lows here and higher highs. So this is technically for Wu an uptrend since November 2022. So just keep in mind on the larger time frame here, in terms of breaking this trend, it's this line. So it's make or break right now for Wu. This is where we're at. And we can see, I know I'm messy here, I'm analyzing quick, but we can see that there's potential. There's a potential long here. So I might enter this after the stream. We can see daily as a sit on your toes, sit on your finger kind of place. So what I'm thinking here for Wu is, of course, if Bitcoin comes further down, there's like some support here, but the next move is big. So just be very careful. And then that is major liquidity at the bottom. Okay, so I saw Lena. Let me quickly look at Lena. And I'm going to stick to the bigger time frames for these coins because I think honestly that's where you should start out when you're trading any coin, and obviously be aware because whew, yeah, this is awesome. This is cowboy stuff. So I wish I saw this earlier. Of course, there was a beautiful short. There is a beautiful expanding channel happening here. So what we're seeing is more and more volume coming into this coin because this is going outwards. But what we also need to realize is that, yep, this is our major support. Let's just quickly draw it in very nicely. So sit on your hands here for Lena and wait, because there's your long. There's your long, and make sure you're in the right territory. So already here, I would say for any of these coins, just wait till you're in a position of power for the daily, because if you go back, it's kind of where you need to be to not get wrecked. All right, so what was the other one? It was Lena, it was Wu, I saw Matic.
Yep, Matic.
Okay, so Matic is looking juicy for the long on the daily. I did catch the short, which was quite nice. We can see these levels are playing out. We can actually take our downward sloping channel further because it's all we need right now. So we are currently at the median level for the downward sloping channel on the daily for Matic, and that's all we need to know is that we see clustering levels here. We might get a bounce back up to the top. We might fail below to the bottom. And this channel, because it's so downward sloping, look at the opportunities it's giving us from top to bottom. Huge, 36%. So, I mean, this is the channel that you want to be trading right now on Matic. These are your longs at the bottom of the channel, and wait till you get the actual confirmation with volume. And look at these beautiful shorts that are being given to us. We can see that the median very often is kind of, major resistance to push through. And here we see it, major support, maybe to push through to the bottom. And there we would see a nice continuation of the short, and again a nice long from lower levels. We do see that there is a big liquidity zone on Matic right here where we are. So in general, it's a position of power on Matic if we look back in time. Also because the RSI on the daily is entering into oversold territory, and Matic does not stay oversold for long. It is a hot asset, and we can see that when it stays oversold, when it plays around in oversold, the results are basically massive accumulation from a liquidity zone into a major move. Let's look at the last move, 334%. All right, and obviously golden pocket coming into play at that exact liquidity zone. All right, so I think that's cool for now. We have gone through a lot of time, some technical issues today, so next time might be a little bit faster. Let me know if everybody has been following. Let me know if everybody has been enjoying. And I see we have 37. I think that is absolutely awesome. I think that is worth a round of applause for our first time. And I think it's time to smash this quiz. So let me know if everybody's ready. For me, from my side, it looks like we're going to hit it in 10 to 15 seconds. So let me just see if there are any problems. Beautiful. We're good to go with the quiz. It's been cool, Try King, love it. Everybody. I mean, isn't it fun to trade live? It's so fun, and it's so awesome that Bybit empowers us like this. So our INJ is 40% in profit. Whabam, we are on a $5.86. And you know what? This is where you have fun. You manage your risk. You enter in a position of power, And you know what? I would usually smash profits here. So if there was any equity, if we entered with $100, we would almost be taking $50 profit already from a trade a few minutes ago. And of course, it is all about managing your risk. So what I can do here, just for fun, is I can just enter a take profit. So this could actually be a really nice trade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take profits at an ROI percentage, and I'm going to look at let's put it at 100% for now. And I want to actually take partial profits. I want to take 75. Actually, you know what? It's such a low margin trade. So what I'm going to do is I want to get these $7, but I don't want to pay too much fees. And of course, we're scalping. We should just be closing at market. But let me show you a little trick here. You always want to be slipping into the order book. You always want to be a maker rather than a taker if you can. Of course, sometimes you can't help it, but right now we actually can. So let's quickly add a take profit. And to make it simple, we'll just put it at 100%, and then let me show you what we do. We go to the 1 minute chart. Zoom out so we can see what's going on. We caught a beautiful entry. So what we do now is we take this take profit and we bring it right down. And we basically now are in the order book as a maker, as a post only maker. And we just bring it right down to the price. And inevitably, at some point, it will just skip up and it will take our profits as a maker, most likely, imminently. And then we pay slightly less fees. But you know what? Bybit fees are not bad. And just that's all we give. That's all we give to Bybit to say thanks is our fees. You know, Bybit doesn't get anything if you get liquidated or anything like that. They just get your fees. And you know what? If you're an affiliate, you can also get some of those fees. All right, so 1 minute trend actually looks like it's being broken here. What I'm going to do is, because it was a DGen trade, because it was fun, we just close it on 100%. And we go up a little bit in our P&L. We have a positive win rate. We have a 40% smashed. And you know what? If it was $100, as I say, we would really be smiling, and we're going to enter into that zone soon. So we have 35. I think it's time to go.
Yep.
We are going to go live. Let me make this screen full screen. And the quiz is starting in 10 seconds. So I know a lot of you are sweaty palms and hearts racing. Let's go into it. I'm going to just ask if everyone's ready in the YouTube chat. I see, sure, 37. This is absolutely awesome. It's time. It's time. Let's go. Starting our quiz in 3, 2, 1.
All right, guys. Choose two tokens that the SEC listed as crypto asset securities. We covered this. All right, and counting down, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, all right. Everybody remember BNB? All right. Yogi in the lead, followed by It's Hard, Try 55, Fami, and Perennial Draxus. All right. Moving on to our next question. Congratulations, guys. All right. Which crypto wallet service was recently breached? We went into length about this. Put on your thinking caps. You got 13 seconds. All right. And everybody correctly remembered Atomic Wallet. Atomic Wallet. Alleged insider, but we're not going to get into that right now. All right. All right, let's see. All right, Traxxas bringing up the lead, followed by Fami, Yogi, It's Hard, and Walter coming into the ranks. All right, moving on. All right. Which centralized exchange was recently sued by the SEC? Come on. Come on, y'all. All right. You got 10 seconds. All right. And obviously, Binance. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all. Y'all do love us. Y'all are listening. All right. Let's see. Draxus.
Remember, it is not just about accuracy, it is also about speed.
Yes, this is true. This is definitely true. All right. Draxus Fami, Yogi, It's, and Walter. All right. Moving to the next question. Where is the current price of Bitcoin? Got nice wide ranges. Simply have to pay attention. You got about 12 seconds. All right. All right. Ansel pulling up into the ranks. Otherwise, his horses are still pretty much in formation. All right. Moving into our next question. All right. A Jordan wisdom. What is the meaning of RSI? All right. About 10 seconds left. All right. Crypto Bonafides, people. All right. Yogi pulling into the lead. Fami Draxus, Anshul, Walter. Come on, you got to break this up, guys. Y'all get in there, answer quick, fast. You got to break up the monopoly on the top five. All right. Which ratio is known by traders as the Fibonacci Golden Pocket? Five seconds. All right, and that's 0.618. Let's see how you guys did. All right, Fami in the lead now. Draxus, Yogi, Walter, and Jess. Welcome to the club, Jess. All right, moving into our next question.
SA represent. Jess, well done.
All right, what is the meaning of EMA? I love these. I love these options. All right, extended moving averages, people. And let's see how you guys did. All right, Yogi in the lead. Typical cast of characters. All right, 8 of 10. What? Oop, oh wait, oh wait. What is the meaning of ROI? Five seconds. All right. Return on investment. Good job, guys. Let's see how you did. All right. Solid. All right, guys. Which margin mode does Jordan trade on? Ten seconds. All right, and that's cross margin. All right, let's see how the people did.
All right. Ooh, Walter, well done. You're on fire.
He's on fire, man. All right. Nothing wrong with
Okay,
that.
everybody, last question.
Last question, guys. Kill it.
Let's go.
The most important question. When is the next Art of Trading live stream? 10 seconds. And that is the 14th of June. And we hope that everyone present will definitely come and join us, especially if you loved what you saw today. All right, let's see. We got Drexus for the bronze, Fami for the silver, and dun dun dun, Yogi. Yogi for first. 9,178 points, 10 out of 10 questions. Congrats, my guy. Followed up by Walter and Jess. Y'all slayed it. Thank you for actually paying attention. And because I see you guys asking in the chat, that keyword we wanted to keep you hanging, so we made sure you stay there the whole time. Is one merriment. I'll drop in the chat. Bybit Livestream 1. So you're going to want to put that into the Raffle form, and that lets us know that you stayed here to the end. And we appreciate you staying here to the end because we always love you guys. All right. Thanks everybody for coming out today. We appreciate everyone's attendance. We appreciate the participation, the questions. Jordan absolutely slayed it with the charts as always. Thank you, Guy, for your expertise. And yeah, guys, come back and see us. We're going to be refining the format a little bit. If you have any suggestions on how we can improve the stream, please just drop them in the comments. And as always, subscribe and like every YouTube video that exists. If you want to see more content like this, it helps us definitely. We appreciate you guys. So that's it. Anything you want to say to the people, Jordan?
Thank you so much, Leonard. That was so much fun. I really can't wait for next week. So be sure to be in the same place with your thinking caps on next week, Wednesday. I will keep you updated on these two trades that we have open. And thanks again, everybody, for being here. This is my absolute favorite event every time. And I can't believe we have 3 more coming up. It's absolutely awesome. So, my final words, I know we're way over time. Next time we'll try cut it a bit shorter. But remember, always play from a position of power and strength. Always use a stop loss and don't get wrecked. I will see you all in the communities. Have a wonderful day further. Thanks again and goodbye.
All right, guys, take it easy. Signing off.